back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be tackling my pantry because I desperately need to clean, declutter, and organize it. It has gotten very messed up over the holidays and I haven't found the right time to get in there and clean it like I need to. And so today is kind of like a gloomy day outside. It's raining, it's ugly, so it's like the perfect day to sit and organize and declutter some stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some realistic organization and tips that you can actually keep up with, because I know a lot of the times people see like these organization pantries on Pinterest and on magazines and on YouTube and on Instagram, and we want those type of pantries. And even though they look pretty, they can be quite expensive to create the systems, but also they can be like, they're not realistic to keep the systems. I mean, just because something looks pretty doesn't mean when you have a home with kids and a husband, they're going to keep it as organized as you would. So the stuff that I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be affordable organization bins and baskets that you can get. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some labels that I created. They look like those high-end labels that you purchase on Etsy and on Amazon. I'm going to share with you guys the ones that I created, and they're going to be a free printable for you guys that you can print off. And I'm going to share with you guys how you can attach it to your bins and baskets. And also you're going to see that the way that I organize in my pantry is a realistic way to keep things organized, whether it's you keeping it organized or other people who are not the same type of organizational person that you are. A lot of us have different organizational types. A lot of us, we're meticulous with our things. We want everything labeled and we want everything subdivided, subcategory and stuff like that. And some people just like to throw things in. The way that I'm organizing this is going to look pretty to the eye. The stuff that I like, sorry, that was my ice maker. It's going to look pretty to the eye, which is what I like, but it's also going to be a system that's easy for my husband and my girls to keep up with, that they can easily keep it organized because they don't tend to be as organized or meticulous as I am. So I hope you guys get tons of cleaning motivation from this, and I hope you guys get some realistic organization ideas from this, and you just all around enjoy this video today. So let me stop talking. Like I always tell you guys whenever we're doing a cleaning organization video or when we're getting things done, put your hair up in a bun and let's get things done. So before I get started, I want to give you guys an overview of my pantry. I have a corner pantry right here. So the inside of it is like, you know, like an L shape, I guess you would say. And this is how it looks so far. Like a lot of you guys might be looking at this and you're like, Ria, this is not that bad. But to me, this is bad because like you can see, I did have some systems in place, which I'm going to keep some of these systems. I'm just switching out the labels and stuff and kind of just tidying up in here because it's like stuff is everywhere. We just started shoving things around. Normally I like to keep this spot right here empty and just have the little DIY Lazy Susan that I made, which I'll be sharing with you guys. And then there's just stuff stuffed all over the floor. So and some of the cans are out of where I put the cans at. And so I just, look at that, all the bags are just everywhere. And there's a lot of stuff in these little like containers that I know are probably stale or need to be changed out or something. So, and right up here is where I keep all of my stockpile. You guys know that I do coupon and I stock up on things whenever it's a good deal. So up here is mainly like where I keep stockpile stuff because it's better to keep them in boxes so I can stack them. And then I'll take things out and put them in the bins whenever we're using that. So I just wanted to share with you guys how it looked before, so you guys can see the labels are going to get changed out. These are Rubbermaid containers that I've had for so long. I've had these, I think, ever since, I would have to say, I think it was like 2013. I had bought them when I was in Virginia, and they've lasted me this long. And I like them because at the time they were like the best deal at Walmart. Dollar Tree at the time weren't having these little containers to organize things, and it also comes in like a cereal one. Nowadays they have new ones on Amazon and at Walmart and Target. They have like white lids and stuff like that, but they're very expensive. And to me, I'm going to use what I have, and even though I would like everything to be white and black, I'm not going to change out my containers because they're still good. I mean, they have yellowed. Some of them have kind of like, not yellowed, but they're like not as clear as they used to be. So they're not as see-through as they used to be, but even though I'm still going to keep them because they still work good and the lid works good, but I'm going to use what I have. But they do have other options now at Dollar Tree that are much smaller. But the ones that are these size that they do have at Walmart and Amazon and Target, they're quite expensive. So I'm not going to redo them, but I would like everything black and white, but I'm going to use what we have. And that's one thing I want to tell you guys, use what you have. Don't feel like you have to keep up with everybody and get everything all new. You use what you have, and then if you want to get new things, you get new things as you go. And then this is how my door is right here. This is where I have like all my spices and things. This spice rack was from Walmart. I love it. I think it's a great deal. You can hold a lot here. And as you can see, I have these Dollar Tree containers that they bring out during the organization time, where they'll give you like, usually they give 2 of these, and during the organization time at I think it's around January and sometimes in spring, Dollar Tree will do their bonus buys and you can get 3 of these for $1. And I do love them for my spices, because whenever I'm measuring things out with the spoon, the measuring spoons, I could just use it and put it in there because this has like a wide lid. But I also keep the little containers in the back to the refills of them. I keep these behind them because they have the little spout thing. So if I need to sprinkle a little bit of a seasoning, I use the back ones, and then whenever I need the spoons, I use this one. So I keep them both, and I just use my label maker for those. So this one I'm not going to reorganize, I'm just going to, you know, touch it up over here. But that's how everything looks. So let's get started and let's take everything out of this pantry. Oh, and I also forgot to show you, if you guys see like these things hanging right here, these are my aprons. And what I do is I just use a command hook right here on the wall to hold all my aprons. And I have it on this side, and then I have it on this side as well. So I have quite a few little aprons, and I keep it here. I also keep this little like thing from Dollar Tree to sweep up the tabletops, because I never like to use like the actual broom for the floor to sweep up, like if we're doing like baking or something like that, tabletop stuff, and you know, we need to sweep up something real quick that's on the counters, I use this. So that's a little trick for you guys if you ever want to use like a little broom or something, or dustpan to pick up the messes on your counters. You can get this little like broom and dustpan set at the Dollar Tree in the toy section. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I took everything out, and before I get started, I wanted to show you the ugly truth so you guys can see what I'm cleaning. I wanted to also share with you guys this tip right here. So I know this little board looks weird. So when I first moved in here, this was a big open space that was just there, like it was built there. And a lot of times people use crates to put here because it's such a huge wasted space. It's not like the same size as, you know, the shelves. So I had an extra piece of board. This was actually from when I had a shoe organizer, and this was like a piece of the shoe organizer. They kind of intertwine with each other. And I was like, you know what? This is the perfect size for 2 of those Dollar Tree bins to sit on. And so what I did was I just bought one of those little brackets at Home Depot. I actually bought 3 of them, and I just connected it to that. And then what happened was the screws were showing. So since the screws were showing, I just put some hot glue on it so I can cover the screws so it won't poke out. Now I know this looks like ghetto and this looks ugly, but the baskets cover it so you really don't see it. And so that's why I didn't mind like just taking a board that I already had at home. It was a board that I was gonna throw away because the shoe organizer had, you know, basically broken. And so I have these 2 pieces of particle board that I can use. So this is another tip, to use what you have at home. And honestly, nobody sees this. Like the baskets go on it and you can't see it. Like you guys didn't even know that this board was here when the baskets were first here. So use what you have and make it, you know, make do what you have. You don't have to spend so much on new things. If people are not going to see it, who cares? Like just use what you have, and it makes a good little shelf for the 2 baskets I put here, and you'll see that later on when I put everything back. But another thing I wanted to tell you guys was I really need to repaint this. As you can see that the paint has been scratching from the shelves here, you know, just pulling the baskets in and out, and the different I have the containers here. As you can see, there's like the marks of the containers. So moving the containers, it scratched it over time, and I would really want to paint all of this white before I redo everything. But like I said, it's raining today and I only have a certain amount of time, and I want to get this done. So normally I would be the type of person that if I couldn't get all this done perfect, I'd be like, you know what, I'm not going to do it. And then it sits on the back burner and I don't ever get it done. But I'm trying to be different this year. So even though I would love to paint this, sand it down, make it look pretty before I reorganize it, I just don't have the time right now to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a good clean and put my stuff back. And The bin's covered anyway, so but I'm not gonna worry about painting it. I'm just gonna worry about getting things done. And that's another tip for you guys. When you're organizing and when you're cleaning, just worry about getting things done and what you can get done. Don't worry about everything being perfect. Worry about just getting things done that are gonna make you feel happier. And I know that once this pantry is nice and organized and I'll be able to see everything and be able to meal plan for my family easier, it's gonna make me happy. So that's another tip that I have for you guys. But I'm gonna start with wiping everything down and sweeping this. Okay guys, so here's some behind the scenes disaster that y'all might not ever see sometimes, but I took everything out. So I wanted to share with you how much it just takes up the whole household. I have it like everywhere. So I'm gonna start with these bins. I'm gonna wipe these bins down and then I'm gonna share with you guys the new labels that I'm gonna put.
Left a star glowing in your eyes when I'm not aware. You left a scar. I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me be there again. Let me feel you. Fall into your
Okay guys, so I had to stop because I just realized that I was taking the old stickers off and then just kind of putting them in a stack right here and then relabeling them. But then I realized that like this one right here that says cornstarch and this one container right here that's my pancake mix, which it's not focusing on it, but it's my pancake mix. They both look white. So if I kept taking the stickers off and like putting them in this little pile, I'm not gonna know what this stuff is when I label it. So and I wanted to show you the labels before I started adding them. So these are the labels that I created. I created them on my computer. And so I have 3 different styles I'm gonna share with you guys. This is the ones that I made for these Rubbermaid containers. So these are it's like a 2x3 almost. And so they're gonna fit all these size Rubbermaid containers. That you can still get these at Walmart. So this is the large size. This is the medium size one. So like 2 of them are kind of like, I stacked those 2 up and then like you guys saw earlier in it. And then so these are all the ones that are going to go in the Rubbermaid containers. I don't put nothing in the cereal ones over there because cereal ones switch out, so I don't ever label the cereal ones. But I wanted to share with you guys the actual, you know, the labels before I actually put them on. And like I said, these are going to be a free printable for you guys on my I'm gonna have a link for you in the description box for it, and you guys can, you know, print them out if you guys want them. I know everybody has different types of things that they keep, but if these are the same things that you have, like if you guys have the same things I have, then they're available for you. So I put like grain and breakfast, because I've seen like on the nice looking ones they always put like a little category. I put baking, grain, and then for the fettuccine and egg noodles, they're like, I put pasta. So I'm going to continue cleaning them, but I'm going to actually add the labels as I go. Oh, and also I forgot to tell you, there's two options on how you can attach these labels. So this is just duct tape. This is what I attached, the little stickers. These stickers were actually Dollar Tree stickers that I got, and then I just attached, I attached it with duct tape, which is this tape, that clear tape, that especially, I mean not duct tape, like the packing tape. So that's what I'm going to use for mine, but you can also use contact paper. So if you make a label that is bigger than the clear tape, then you can always use contact paper, and they sell that at Dollar Tree as well. But I like using this one because it's a little bit more clearer and sleeker than the contact paper. The contact paper tends to have kind of like a little, not fuzzy film, but kind of like a cloudy film. So I kind of like using the tape. So I made sure that I made my my printable sticker, the one for the containers. I made sure that this size was a little bit smaller than the tape so that it covers all around it, but that it also fits nicely on the containers. Okay guys, so I put all of the labels on the Rubbermaid containers. They came out so nice. It took me a little bit more longer than I thought because I had to peel off some of the residue and stuff from the sticker that was on before, but I've already put them on and I like the way they look. They look very high-end to me. I'm really proud of the labels that I made. They look like the ones that you can get on Etsy or Amazon, and I just created it with my computer. Again, like I said, it'll be a free printable for you guys down below. So I'm going to start now on the baskets and share with you guys the labels that I make for that one, and also what I do so that the baskets are not see-through. It looks like a more sleek covered look. Guys, look how good this looks, how it's turning out. Oh, I love how it looks so far. I'm sorry I can't get good angles in here because it's really hard to like hold my camera in this little like catty corner pantry. It's kind of hard to get it for you to see the sides of it, but look how good it looks already. Like just changing out the labels and making them those black and white labels just give it a more, you know, sleek high-end look. It just looks so nice. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you guys the bins that I use for my pantry. So the two main like baskets that I use from Dollar Tree are these huge ones that they have. This one right here is my favorite. It's the square one. It's really large. You can put so many things in it, but I don't like the look of the fact that it has like the little circles where you can see everything. I like it to where my stuff is like where you can't see it. And they do have some bins at Dollar Tree, some locker bins that have it where it's like a smooth side, but it's not as big and it doesn't hold a lot. So you can use those, or you can use this one. And what I did was, to cover up the holes, what I took was I just took a regular printer paper that you buy for your printer. I cut it to the size that I needed for here, and then I laminated it, and then I taped it to the basket so it gives it like a, you know, just a, you know, a clear, fresh, like front that it's like a front that you won't be able to see what's inside it. So it kind of makes it look like this basket was, you know, just made like that. It kind of blends in, the white paper kind of blends in with the white of the basket, so it kind of looks like, you know, the bin came like that, but it doesn't because you just added it. So, and then I just added the Dollar Tree sticker to it. Now, when I did cut it to size for this and I laminated it, the piece that was left over was the perfect size to cover this basket front right here. So this basket, as you can see, is the longer baskets from Dollar Tree, and these are great to store your cans in. So you can store your cans and kind of make drawers. This one goes in the bottom of my pantry, so I pull it in and out under those little makeshift drawer, makeshift shelves that I shared with you guys, and they make great drawers and they fit cans perfectly. As you can see, you can put the large cans here, the small cans, and then you can also stack them on top of each other whenever, you know, you have a lot, and then you could just pull them in and out. Same thing, I laminated the paper and then I just added the label. Now, because I'm going to be doing new labels, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add the labels to the paper itself before I laminate it. And the labels that I have for these are this size. So these are a little bigger size than the ones that I shared with you guys for the Rubbermaid containers, because I kind of wanted to, you know, it's a bigger surface, so I wanted it to be seen. And then I made these for the blue containers. So they're gonna fit. I'm gonna take the sheets, I'm gonna cut a couple new ones to size, and I'm not gonna laminate them until I add the actual labels to them. I'm gonna use a glue stick and then I'll use my label maker to like go through it. And the only reason why I didn't print this out, because I know a lot of you guys might say, why didn't you just print it out like that, where it has like this label here and then this label here, so you're not adding paper to it. To try to measure it out on your computer to have like one label here and then one label here, it will take a lot to measure it out to make this size and won't print out the right way. So that's why I made the labels like this, and then I'm gonna attach it to here before I, you know, before I label it. I mean, not label it, before I laminate it. Now, if you don't have a laminator, the laminator that I have is that one right there. It's the Scotch laminator at Walmart. It's not that much. If you don't have a laminator, again, you can always use the contact paper from, you know, Dollar Tree or Walmart. You can use that to label it as well. But I just like the look of covering up the front so that you don't see what's inside the baskets, because I don't like my stuff to be seen. So I'm gonna go through the baskets. I'm actually gonna take all these off. I'm gonna give them new ones, remove these because as you can see, they're dirty. And so I wanna, you know, just remove the new ones. I was thinking about saving these and then like reusing them, but some of them, they just, I've had this for, I think my stuff has been organized for 5 years now. So these need to be changed out. So I'm gonna give them brand new paper. So I'm gonna take all this out, give this a good clean, because as you can see in here, there's a lot of like crumbs and stuff. So I'm gonna take it out, give it a good clean, and then we're gonna start labeling.
There's no the sky. I was always in denial of what I saw right in front of me. And every time I'm so damn lost to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. I wanna run away with you. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever.
Okay, so one way that I organize that little corner part of my pantry that's kind of hard to place something in there is I use a Lazy Susan. Now this is one that I created myself with 2 pie pans. You just get one, put some marbles in it, some marbles from Dollar Tree. You put another pie pan on top, and then it easily becomes a Lazy Susan for you. Now this one is not the ones that they have at Dollar Tree. This one is a little bit bigger. The one that they have at Dollar Tree now is a little bit smaller. They used to have them big, like this size a long time ago, but now they sell the small size. So this size right here, I actually got it from Walmart, and I'll link it down below in the description box. And it is the perfect size for the corner of my pantry to add things to. And what I like to do is I like to add like my syrups, my oils, my sauces, and like wines and things in it in the corner. And then this bottom one is kind of like other stuff. So I'll like when we have like this stuff for ice cream or peanut butter, you know, all the other like Nutella and stuff like that, it's like the other pile. And then what I do is when I have it in the pantry, I put all the stuff that's open inside the Lazy Susan, and then behind it I always put the ones that are not open yet. So these 2 balsamic vinegar bottles are not open yet, and so these would go behind the Lazy Susan in the pantry. So that way I have like the open ones here, and then the unopened ones in the back for storage. So I'm gonna clean these up and then put them back in my pantry. Okay guys, so I am done with the pantry and I love how it came out. Everything looks clean and I love how these labels look with the baskets and with the bins. They just looks like so high end to me. These are like the things that are in right now, these labels that you can get on Amazon and on Etsy that are black and white and square. Everybody's into them. So I wanted to recreate my own so I didn't have to purchase any, and it just makes everything look so uniform and nice. So I kind of wanted to walk you through what I have. So on the top, like I said, is my stockpile area where I put everything that I purchased that is not open yet. So I put up here for a stockpile. And yes, I know a lot of you guys are gonna talk about like, why is there a bunch of salts? So this is the reason why you need to clean your pantry. I kept going to the store thinking that I needed salt. So I kept buying it and purchasing it and purchasing it. And I ended up with like two of the same like plain salts, and then I need the iodized salt for something else, and then there's sea salt. So basically it's not a lot of salt per se. It's like two that are the same and then some that are different because I use it for different things. So if before y'all ask me why I have so much salt, I forgot that I already had one. I bought another one, and then these are two, and then these on the top are two other ones. But here I have like the baking things that the baking supplies that I don't need yet to put in the bins, and also like I said, with the stockpile stuff. So they all go up here, and the way I stack up the cereal and things that are in boxes, I stack them up this way so that I can see them. So that when I'm in my pantry looking at doing my stockpile, like kind of writing down what I have, I can see everything. I can see what it is, and so that's why I like stacking them up like this. And then you can stack them up high and, you know, basically utilize your space. You guys know I'm always about utilizing my space, and so that's why I stack things going up. And then I'll stack things on top of each other if I can to the back, and I always put the bigger items in the back so that I can see them. And I always make sure that every month I write down what I have in here so I am not repurchasing the same things. And like I said, I wasn't doing it last month, that's why I over purchased. But that's how that is. And then this row right here is for all my pasta. As you can see, what I do is I open up the boxes and I put them in this container and just let them loose in the container, because getting rid of the boxes you can put more. The reason why these spaghetti noodles are the half noodles is because there has been a shortage of pasta in the stores, so I couldn't get the regular pasta, and the only ones they had was the half pasta, which is not bad at all. But if you guys are wondering why that's like the short pasta, that was the only one that was in store. So that is my pasta right there, and then below it I have my oatmeal, my rice, my flour, my sugar, my coffee, and they have with my labels with these Rubbermaid containers. Below that I have the black chia seed, flax seeds, malto meal, grits, cornstarch, cornmeal, powdered sugar, brown sugar, stevia, and pancake mix. It's right there. And then down here is the cereal bins, which, like I told you guys, I don't put labels on them because the cereal that we have switches out depending on what, you know, my family's in the mood for, so I don't label that. And then let's go back into the middle part right here. I told you guys this little corner, when people have these type of pantries, this little corner is kind of hard to organize because things get lost because in that corner. So the perfect thing that I find for that is a Lazy Susan, because you could put the Lazy Susan right here in the corner, and then you could just turn to see all the items that you have. So, and I already showed you how to make that one, and again I'll link it down below, the one that I got from Walmart. So up here I put all my oils. I didn't write a label on here because I wasn't sure if I wanted to put a label on it. I was gonna make one kind of like the long ones for the blue bins, but you guys let me know, should I put a label here or should I just leave it as is? But this one right here is for my oils. The one below it is for all my like vinegars and wines, and as you guys can see, like I told you guys before, in the back of it is where I put the stockpile. So the ones that are not open are in the back, and then once they're open they go right here into the Lazy Susan, and then I'm able to see everything because all I gotta do is turn this Lazy Susan. I'm able to see stuff that's like not in this corner. And I tried to keep this empty right here, this space right here, that's in between the buckets and the Lazy Susans, but sometimes it gets, you know, messy and things go on there. Below that one is my syrups. So I'll put like my corn syrup for baking, the different syrups that we have for pancakes, and then below that one, like I told you guys, is the mix match, like it's like peanut butter, things that we need for Sundays, and if we buy Nutella. So that is what's in that corner. And then starting with the white bins, I'm like out of breath guys because I am so tired. But with the bins, this is, we have to have my baking bin right here, extra seasonings I have, things that are in bags. These are soups. We love ramen, so we can always fill like this whole thing with ramen. And it was organized. I guess I moved. I had it stacked up all nicely. And The girls came in here and had some for lunch, and see, they've already messed it up, but that's okay, because like I told you guys, I like the look of having things uniform and nice. And so for me, these bins look uniform and nice. But for my family who just likes to throw things in, like right here, this snack container, they can just throw, when I buy the snacks, I just dump them in there, and then they can easily just grab and then dump things, you know, they can dump them in there, then grab and just go through it. And so it's kind of like the best of both worlds, because I have the look of everything looking nice and uniform and in a basket, but then it's kind of like loose inside for my family who just likes to throw things in. So that's a tip for you guys, to kind of find a happy medium if you have, you know, family members like that. So this one is another soup thing, and this is where we have like the microwavable soups and some type of different noodles that we make in the microwave. This is our breakfast basket where we put like oatmeal packets and Pop-Tarts, which I need to go shopping because we don't have any. Nuts and seeds. Basically, I love sunflower seeds. It's not in here because I was eating them, but different nuts and seeds in here. And we also put granola bars in there too. Snacks, like I just showed you, these are fruit snacks, and I bought a big container. That's why this one's so full. But anything that has to do with snacks goes in here. This is our candy bin, and again, it just gets tossed in here. It looks nice right now because I just organized it, but if it gets messy, and I don't mind it, because like I said, it's in a basket, and from here you won't see it. Down here is chips. Right here I have like the pretzels and popcorn in this one, and then I have all our other chips that have been opened with like a clip, or like I fold them down. So any open chips are here, but when we don't have open chips, they go up there in the stockpile, but all the open ones are here so the girls can know to eat this first. And then this one says, this one below down here says cookies and crackers, and we'll have like some graham crackers, Ritz crackers, white crackers, different type of crackers. So yeah, so if you notice, I put all the chips, the cookies and crackers, the candy, the snacks, and the nuts and seeds, basically everything. My girls are older now, but when they were little, I put everything to where they can reach stuff, so that they're able to come in here, make their own snacks, get their own snacks for lunch, pack their own lunch, and they're able to like do things all on their own. And the breakfast one is up there as well, so they're easily, these baskets are easy for them to grab, and it's like the level of the kids. So I would say if you have kids and you want them to be more self-sufficient, put the bins where they can access them easily. Down here, remember I told you about this little shelf that I made. Like I said, once you put the bins, you can't even see the marking of it. I mean, you can see it a little bit right here, but no one really knows. But you really can't tell it. So I put my drink mixes in here. I have all my teamy stuff and different drink mixes. Our breads, we also have like croutons in there. That's where the croutons and stuff go in. So that goes right there. And then down here is where I organize my cans, and I love this. Like you guys saw that I put the felt on the bottom so that it doesn't scratch up the floors. So I can easily pull this out, see what I have, and then push it back in. So it's kind of like making your own like little drawers with these baskets. And these baskets are great for organizing cans. And then over here, I leave this spot like open so that we can put oils, vinegar, our protein powders. I also put the shortening there too. So anything that's like tall that I want to store, it goes in this section right here. So I leave this section without no bins or anything like that for these tall bottles, and you know, for protein and stuff. Over here we have disposable products. So I always put like the paper plates and napkins, and also the plastic spoons and forks in here for like when we have parties and everything like that. So all of that goes there. And then these baskets are also great to organize the zipper bags. So I have right here, I have the gallon, the quart, and the sandwich size. And if you want another thing in there, it could fit too. So this is perfect for that. And also all of your wraps and paper rolls, like aluminum, wax paper, clear plastic wrap. The parchment paper is a little bit long, so it doesn't fit all the way, but that's okay. And easily you can pull it out, see it. So that is how everything is organized. And stay tuned for the pictures at the end, because I know that sometimes me holding the camera, I don't have the most steadiest hands, guys. So I know you might not be able to see everything perfectly. So stay tuned for the pictures at the end, where you guys will see everything like in a still picture, and you can get a better idea of how the pantry came out. But I really like how it came out, guys. I love it. It looks so nice. You guys let me know what you think. So I think I underestimated how big of a project this was, because normally when I, you know, take things down or take things out of the pantry to clean it and to kind of like restock it and everything like that, I'm only taking the baskets out, clean them a little bit, and then restocking it. But because I had the new labels, and because I hadn't gone in the pantry in a long time, and the floors were, you know, dirty, and the shelves were sticky from like the syrups and stuff like that. It was a bigger project than I thought, so it's already dark. It was a big project, so I suggest to y'all that if y'all ever do a big project like this, especially if you haven't been in your pantry in a long while and you haven't cleaned it out in a long while, take baby steps. Maybe take 1 or 2, maybe 3 days to do it, or maybe do it shelf by shelf, because it is a big project, because I am very tired, guys, and it's already into the night and I need to start dinner. So that's my tip for you guys. Take it step by step. But it's done, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you guys tons of cleaning motivation, and it gave you guys some organization ideas for your pantry, and let you guys know that you can make your pantry look beautiful and not spend a lot of money, and also make it be functional. Like I said, a lot of those things on Pinterest, they look very beautiful, they look appeasing to the eye, but they could be expensive to get the organizers, and then they're just not realistic to keep up with them, especially when you have little ones and a husband and other people who are not as organized as you are, that are in and out of the pantry. So you want to make systems that are affordable and attainable to keep, realistically attainable to keep organized. And so I love this system. It's easy to clean out, and those bins that I got from Dollar Tree, I love them because they're the biggest ones that you can get at Dollar Tree, and they're so easy to clean. Like the bins, especially the white ones, were so dirty because I hadn't gotten that pantry in a while, and they were easily wiped out. I just, like you guys saw, I took the basil scent spray from Mrs. Meyer's and I wiped it out, and it easily wiped out. So my white bins are still white. So I love those bins from Dollar Tree. The blue ones, I love them. I wish the blue ones would come in white as well, so that everything could be like black and white in there, but they don't. So, and I had thought about painting it, but spray painting plastic, when you pull it in and out, especially for it to be a drawer at the bottom of my pantry, it'll end up getting scratched up. So hopefully Dollar Tree, maybe if you're listening, you bring out those long ones in white or black, because that would be nice. But those are like my favorite. And again, I will link the Rubbermaid containers down below. I will also link down my laminator as well. And if I can find the Dollar Tree bins on the Dollar Tree website, the oven's ready, and the Dollar Tree website, to link them for you guys to buy them in bulk, I'll link them down below. I'm not sure if I can link the ones for Dollar Tree on there, but I will if I can, because it's actually a better bet to get it online if you are reorganizing a big project and you need multiple bins, because some stores don't have a lot of the bins in stock because people take them. And I've also found that even though my Dollar Tree is $1.25 now, some of the things online are still just $1, so you can actually purchase a bunch of them in bulk for just $1. So I'll link it down below if I can find it. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite thing in here, how you have any Dollar Tree organization ideas that you have. Let me know, share pictures with me, because I love getting ideas from you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.